Okay, so I actually made it to a cave. Let's see what this is. Danger level. Okay. So the world is full of these optional dungeons. If you have a quick look at the map. No, the map. So each of these, I mean, you can see where the road branches off and then leads to something like a cave or a tomb or whatever. All of these are completely optional dungeons, so no one forces you to go there and play this. But there's a ton of them, and this is one of the big differences to something like Bravely Default, where I felt that, you know, as much as I liked the game, it just lacked in content somehow. But here, there are no compromises, so the world is full of optional things to do. And sometimes, for example, you can go to a town and start a quest by getting some information, and then one of these dungeons will have a really tough optional boss. So yeah, your attention to detail really gets rewarded in this game, and it's very fun to do it. So let's have a quick look into this dungeon here. Since it's actually below my level, the requirement, I am not going to change the skill that lets me, that allows me to reduce the amount of fights I get into.
I've done my research on you.
So let me see. I wasn't really preparing for a dungeon, so one thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to give my mage some
Keep it up.
spell points from my thief, and hopefully he will just steal them back in a moment. Wait, I think I need it. No, it's fine. It worked out. But actually, the warrior is the guy who needs it much more. Okay, let's just keep. I would guess X. No X. The scholar actually has a skill that allows you to show someone's weakness, but I mean, come on, that's a no-brainer, right?
What is the logical course of action?
So let's find out the last weakness with analyze. Oh, fire! I guess I could have seen that coming as well. Alright. Let's do it.
Oh, flames! Wrong! Out of my way.
Now, when they're weak, I can steal their SP really well.
I appreciate it. Really?
And I can redistribute these to other characters. Been doing that a lot, because I'm someone who hoards all his items. I never use items if I can avoid it.
May the sacred flame shine forth!
No then!
Oh, whatever. Finish them all. What? Okay.
I will not be
I'm
defeated.
surprised. Let me think for a moment here. I don't want to use... Well, I guess she has tons of... I put all the magic, the SP enhancing things on my healer. I really don't like her actually. The thing with my healer is that I've been using, for the most part, the apothecary, or whatever that's called. And actually the game is designed really well, because there's a reason for this. The healer only has a group healing spell that's rather weak, and I actually really prefer the apothecary, who can heal singular targets, but with a big amount. So in the first sections that were really tough, when you get to your first chapter 2, you are hopelessly underleveled. I actually had to put both of my healers into the party for a while, but then ultimately I decided I didn't want the cleric, and that's mostly because her story is really bad. Like, makes me really want to bench her as much as I can. Which is coincidentally the last final chapter 2 that I have to suffer through. I did like the other ones actually. So. Oh yeah, and that wraps up this part.